Hello, hello. Imagine this. Imagine being a loving dad who wants nothing more than to be there for your child. You've done nothing wrong, no safeguarding concerns, no history of harm, just love and commitment. But what if the mother of your child, armed with a narcissistic manipulation, is doing everything in her power to keep you away? This isn't just a story. This is a reality for countless separated dads who are fighting an uphill battle to stay present in their child's life. In this video, we'll tackle the brutal truth of parenting from a distance against a narcissistic ex. How do you stay connected to your child when every move feels sabotaged? How do you maintain a role as a father when the odds are stacked against you? More importantly, how do you fight for your child without losing yourself? These are questions that I think I've got the answer to. Stay with me, because this is a survival guide. You've been waiting for this for a long time. Parenting from a distance whilst faced in contact blocks. Parenting your child from a distance is one of the most emotionally challenging things a parent can endure. When it comes to co-parent actively blocking your contact, influencing your child to feel punished for wanting a relationship with you, it's not just your relationship that suffers. It's your child's sense of authenticity and emotional well-being that takes the biggest hit. Today, we're going to talk about how to parent effectively from a distance when faced with these barriers, while also ensuring you remain supportive and a loving presence in your child's life. First of all, you need to understand the core challenge. And when I say that, we need to start by acknowledging the complexity of the situation. Your child might be caught in the middle, feeling torn between loyalty to their mother and love for you, their father. They might internalize a belief that expresses love for you and will lead to consequences such as rejection, anger, or shame from the other parent. This dynamic, it suppresses their ability to be authentic and can create a long-term emotional harm. Your role within this distant parent is to counteract this dynamic, but not with force or confrontation, with consistency, empathy, and love. It's about creating a stable foundation for your child to know that they are always welcome, valued, and safe with you. Focus on consistency. Consistency is your superpower. If you were like an X-Man, then that would be your superpower. So that would be your superpower strength, consistency. It's what you need when parenting from a distance. Children thrive when they know what to expect. If direct contact is blocked or limited, you must create another avenue to stay connected. Send regular messages, whether it be weekly text messages or a recorded video, message, handwritten letter. Keep it consistent. Make it consistent. Make sure it's consistent. Use these to share positive thoughts and affirmations and updates about your life, not just to ask questions of the child. For example, you might say something like, "Hey Lila, just want you to know that I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of what you've done at school. You're smashing it at school. Well done. Great, really happy with what you're achieving. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're delivering each day to being the best you can be. I'm always here for you. Love, Dad." Or the apple was Daddy Apple. Now, you can use technology as well. Use it wisely. So if you can't communicate directly, use indirect ways like videos or emails or audio recordings, platforms like email, or even private online journals that can serve as a document, and then serve as a way to that document to your thoughts and your feelings for your child, which they can access at a later date or with you while you're doing it. Celebrate milestones. So even if you can't be there for a person in person, make a big deal of their birthdays, achievements, and other days. Send thoughtful gifts and cards and let them know that you're always thinking of them. Now, it doesn't matter if they get thrown in the bin, because they will know that they've been thrown in the bin. They will see that you've made the effort still. Avoid escalating conflict. It's easy to feel angry and frustrated when you're co-parenting, or you're trying to co-parent and you're getting hit by the wall. When your co-parent is trying to co-parent and you're being met with confrontation and being blocked at every single avenue, especially not in front of your child. Don't argue in front of your child. Do not bring confrontation in front of your child. If you've got something to say about your ex, then say it. But your job is to de-escalate conflict, not keep communication. You got to keep communication professional. If you were to address issues with the mother, do so via email or a parenting app. And stay factual and avoid any emotional charged language. For example, you might say, "Dear Miss whatever, as per court order, I would like to request an update for our child's recent school and medical activities. Thanks, Mr. Apple What's it." Avoid bad-mouthing her. Avoid bad-mouthing the other parent. Full stop. Even if your co-parent is actively undermining you, you have to resist the urge to negatively speak back about her, especially in front of the children, especially to the children. Instead, focus on affirming your love for the child and your willingness to work through these challenges. Help your child feel safe to know that it's okay to love you. When a child feels like they're being punished for wanting a relationship with you, they may suppress their emotions. In fact, they will suppress their emotions. They're in survival mode. That's a no-brainer. Your goal is to create a space where they feel free to express their love for you without fear, and their mother without fear. That's going to take time. Affirm their feelings regularly and tell the child it's okay to love both parents. For example, you might say, "Look, Lila, I know you love your mum, and that's cool, and that's beautiful, and I would expect nothing less, but that's what you need to do. It's a beautiful thing. I think you should continue loving her. But you can love her and love me at the same time. There is no need to choose. You don't have to make a choice." So that's modeling healthy emotional behavior. Show your child, through your actions, that your love is unconditional and does not come with strings attached, so to speak. Prioritize the emotional connection over punishment or rules or homework, that sort of thing. When you're parenting from a distance, it's easy to get caught up in the court orders or the detail of the compliance and the frustrations of, while these legal elements are important, your child's needs are much more important. You need to focus on those emotional needs right now. That's your priority. Be playful, be engaging. Use your time, whether virtual or in person, to connect with your child's interests. Ask about their hobbies, favourite shows, and what they're learning at school. Express love freely, even if it's in a limited contact scenario. To brief calls or just messages, don't shy away from saying "I love you." Those 3 words carry immense weight. You've got your legal tools when necessary. If your co-parent is actively blocking the court order and it's court order contact, then record everything. Take the important steps to protect yourself and your parental rights. Document every incident. Keep detailed records of blocked contact, missed updates, and any other behaviour that violates the court order. Engage with professionals like myself. Legal support. Do not engage in any family lawyers. Lawyers are a big no-no. Solicitors are a big no-no. You will get the same result with or without a solicitor. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. What you need is a mediator and someone who's peaceful and someone who's used to dealing with covert narcissistic people and rebuilding and mending relationships. Someone like me, potentially. I'm a Mackenzie friend and training solicitor. That's going to be adding value to the situation. By taking the heat out of the situation, you're trying to find ways to resolve this fallout. You don't need it to get any worse. So you do not need solicitors. They will cause hate, and mayhem. Plus, a much better value for money. A much better value for money. The court will look favourably on parents who document their efforts to remain involved, focus on the child welfare when raising concerns in court, frame them around the child welfare checklist, parent authentically. Now parent authentically. It's not about being perfect. Don't be perfect. That's the most important thing. Be you. You can be yourself, do yourself, and be yourself. Children need to see the facades. They can see through the facades. They don't need another perfect parent. They don't need a perfect parent. There's no such thing as a perfect parent. They need what's real. They need real love. Loving and being present in any way they can be. Be honest about your limitations. It's okay to acknowledge the situation is shit. It's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay that the situation is difficult. But for example, let's say, Lila, look, I know it's hard right now for us to see each other, but I want you to know that I'm always here for you. Always, no matter what, I'm always here for you. And, lead with, and that's what it, lead with integrity. Stay true to your values and don't compromise your authenticity. Even when the other parent is trying to paint you in a negative light, don't go there. Let the other parents come to you and tell you what they've said, tell you what she said, what they've heard. Because these people who come to you and get the information straight from the horse's mouth, they're the ones that you respect. People who talk behind your back, no time for. I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Parenting from a distance while facing contact blocks is not easy. It's emotional, it's hard work, but every step you take, no matter how small it feels, reinforces to your child that you're there and you care. And that's where your love is unwavering. Stay consistent, stay calm, and stay focused on what matters most. That's the bond between you and your child. Over time, your efforts will make a difference, no matter how hard it feels like today. No matter how difficult it might be, I will make a difference. Remember your role as a parent. It isn't measured by proximity, but by the impact you have on your child's heart. Keep showing up for them because that's important. They'll remember that the most. They'll remember you as it's, they'll even remember seeing the card being put in the bin, in front of the bin. They'll know it's from you. They know you sent the card. They know that that's getting thrown in the bin. But they will know that you sent the card, and that's more powerful. I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from case studies that I've seen, I've read, and been studying. And this is what I'm doing with my daughter. Yeah, it's a journey. It's an awful journey. It's dark. It's scary. It's lonely. But you've got this. These key strategies will expose exactly what you need to expose.